Welcome to this short class on flexible budgets. Now, in the other videos, it would appear that all budgets are fixed, and generally speaking that is the case, but it is possible to have flexible budgets, and we want to just have a quick look at these in these few slides. CIMA, that's the Chartered Institute of Management Accountancy, they define the term flexible budgets in its CIMA terminology as a budget which, by recognizing different costs behavior patterns, is designed to change as volume or output changes. So the budget changes as output changes or as costs change. So it's not absolutely fixed. Now this may mean, of course, that the management has to return to the budget on a fairly regular basis and update the figures. But if it's recognized as a flexible budget, then that may be acceptable behavior. Obviously there will be parameters within which the management must work. They can't just approve everything, but it does mean that the budget is flexible. From the definition, it can be seen that the use of flexible budgeting systems require the use of a cost behavior analysis. You see, if the budget is flexible, then the underlying costs must be clearly understood. And the underlying costs may not be fixed. They may vary with, let's say, the volume of output. It depends on the type of budget. So the costs may not be rigidly fixed, so the budget itself has to be changed. It may be custom and practice within the industry that the more that the company purchases, the greater the discount from the suppliers. Well, the cost is changing. As more orders are placed, the costs have changed. So the budget itself may have to be changed. And that means that budgets are not necessarily fixed. Presumably most budgets are fixed, but some may have to require frequent adjustment because of changes. And there is an interesting type of budget called a rolling or continuous budget. This is one whose period of operation is continuous. And generally speaking, we think of a budget for a 12-month period or whatever it is, for a 6-month period, at the end of which a new budget is put into place. And most of the material in the other videos on this topic suggests that's the case. But it is possible to have a rolling budget. So the budget is set for, let's say, 1 year, starting in January, ending in December. Now, as January runs out, the next January is brought in, so it's still a 12-month period. It's just the budget has had an extra month added and 1 month deleted. So as January runs out, January the following year has been introduced. And as February runs out, February the following year has been introduced. In that way, there is continuously a 12-month period. And the budgeting process is almost continuous. It's continuous because each month, as it runs out, the new month for the following year is being introduced. And that's an example of a flexible budget, one which is being updated fairly regularly to take into account changing conditions, and also to ensure that there is a budget in place at any one moment. It's not just running out and a new budget being introduced. It's been updated as information comes in. So we have to change our view from fixed budgets to allow for the possibility of flexible budgets. And that's all these few notes were designed to do, to make you conscious of the fact that budgets could be flexible. They may be changed according to changing circumstances. So that concludes this talk. So thank you for watching.